Hi, it's Sherri from A Quilting Life. Today I have a video to share with you that's just a little bit different than usual. I recently gave a quilt lecture and received the most beautiful and amazing gift. My daughter Chelsea actually also received a similar gift from the same woman, and I wanted to share this with you. You might have heard of the term junk journaling, which refers to an incredible art form where it's generally with paper products that people just create beautiful heirloom keepsake journals with all different kinds of textures, papers, different add-ins. And this gift that I received is actually a fabric version of what you might think of a traditional junk journal. I am so excited to show this to you, all the pages, all the little details, all of the things. I actually catch more things every time I open it and look at it. And I did get permission from the maker to share it on our channel, and I'm so excited to share this with you. If you lean toward working with things like this might just give you an idea of a wonderful gift that you could make for a friend or even for yourself to document your quilting journey. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, as I mentioned, this is an incredible gift that I recently received. I gave a lecture a couple of weeks ago, and one of the attendees brought me this beautiful gift. And she had actually made it back in 2023. My daughter and I were supposed to give a lecture to that group at that time, and Chelsea came down with COVID and we had to reschedule. So it was quite a while before our calendars matched up. And anyway, I am so excited to share this wonderful gift to you. I'm just going to read a couple of things that the maker, Pam Sutton, put on her card to me. She said, "This needle book was made with you in mind. It has special touches that I hope you will make your creative heart smile. I have combined my love of fabrics, sewing, quilting, collecting antique and vintage books and documents, and the paper arts, junk journaling, into one medium." And this is truly an example of combining all of those creative arts into one beautiful item. The packaging was exquisite. I love the packaging, and I've of course already opened it, so you're not going to get the full effect. But inside the bag was this bag, and there were also these darling seed packets attached. And then inside of this package was a package. The card was actually wrapped around this portion of the package. And I thought it was so creative that she used pattern paper to wrap it in. And when I unwrapped the pattern paper, there was this beautiful book inside. And what I'm actually going to do is go through page by page and show you as many of the details as I can. I'm probably not going to catch all of them because I keep noticing more and more things each time I look at it. But right off the get-go, these fabrics on the front are from my Walkabout collection with Chelsea that we did for Moda Fabrics. This is from Walkabout. There are also some other fabrics that aren't ours in the journal, but like this one isn't and this one isn't, but these four are. So just really fun. I love the closure. It is a beautiful, beautiful little mini pair of scissors attached to a ribbon, wrapped around and tied around this gorgeous button. And I love yo-yos and how she just added those. And then you can see the little S right here. I mean, as you look at each page, you will just be in awe at all of her creativity and work. So on the very first page, there are S's, there are vintage lace, a piece of vintage cross stitch, a safety pin. Over here, I love the vinyl pocket, and I'll take all of these things out. Just everything, little beautiful little vintage trims, and I love how she trimmed the vinyl pocket with our fabric. So this actually, she cut out the words Quilting Life. I just think that is incredible. And then just little antique pins. And you can tell she has stitched some of this together. And on the back, Labor of Love. That is a little piece of the cover of one of my books that I did. So, but this is smaller, so I feel like it was almost photocopied and shrunk down so that she could do that. I mean, you will just be amazed. This next one is just a beautiful little envelope with some antique trims and laces. It actually does open, and you can pull out some quail on a card. Now, when we first moved into the house that we lived in, we had these baby quail in our backyard. And so I didn't catch this, but when Chelsea was looking at her journal, she made the connection immediately between the quail that we were talking about on our podcast that were in our backyard and this portion of the gift. I'm trying to keep everything the same. Then here, I'm a mom, so she made a little bookmark for a mom, and just really cute little things. Okay, I'm going to put this back in. I'm going to go to the next page. We've already looked at this one, so I'm going to turn the page. And again, another pocket with a playing card and paper clip and just really vintage photography and a queen. Chelsea had a queen in hers too. And so she mentioned, oh, good, we're queens. So just absolutely incredible, all of the attention to detail. So this, I love the queue, and it's like a luggage tag with a walkabout fabric. And in here, pins and things. I love the butterfly. That reminds me of my grandmother who loved butterflies. And sewing needles. And just so many fun attentions to detail. Okay, sharps refers to needles, of course, and I love this. Just more. This one actually opens like that. And so then I love like quilt from a dictionary and old, and how the paper is just so beautiful, and just all of the little antique things and beads, little stitches. It's just absolutely incredible that people have so much creativity. And this is like a bookmark. Again, Peacemaker, I love that. More of these little vintage pins and little tags and selvages. And a Stitch with Love label, another little yo-yo. This one's also from our Walkabout collection, I'm thinking. And some measuring tapes. I love measuring tape, twill tape, just gorgeous. And again, another beautiful page with lace and buttons and trims. And so she's done all of this stitching and combined the paper and the fabric. It's just really incredible. More quail. And I love the decorative zigzag stitches that she has used. And on the back page, this beautiful, beautiful pair of scissors and vintage trims, vintage lace, more little favorites in here. I love all of the little bookmarks. You could, you know, if I wanted to pull these out, I could use them for bookmarks, little photographs and trims. I love the luggage tag, like the travel theme that's also going through here. Anyway, there's also space right here. You could put a pen, I believe, if you wanted to fit that in there. And then the back of the journal. And again, so I'm just going to repeat again. It is just so wonderful. I feel like as quilters, we love our craft, but there are also so many crafts that are wonderful to combine with quilting and with sewing and with handwork and with stitching. And I just really treasure this junk journal. Okay, and also if you're interested in junk journaling, we actually have a moda designer, Kathy Holden, who is really into this type of artwork. And I believe before she designed fabric for Moda, she did lots and lots of this type of thing. So we'll put a link to her website so that you can check her out. She actually also had a fabric collection a few years ago, or a couple years ago, that was a junk journal fabric collection that had fabric that had this kind of a look to it. It, of course, can't compare to the dimensional quality of actually making one, but it would form a beautiful base for any of these types of projects that you're doing. So I'll put a link to Kathy's website as well. I hope you enjoyed this up-close look at this beautiful quilting junk journal that was gifted to me. I am so grateful for it. It is a treasure, and I hope that it's inspired you on some of your own creative journeys. If you enjoyed today's video, please share it with a friend, hit the like button, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Thanks so much for stopping by.